all four lights in the center, right across here. So I think I'm going to make a welded bracket that'll attach to that. I'm pretty sure that's aluminum based on the shininess. And stand it out a little bit and then have an L bracket. Bonus points if I get it right on the first try. And I like the idea of them being tucked back a little bit, so if I do bump something, I'll hit the bumper first before I hit the lights. Alright, these lights into these sections. This is probably one of those $400 pieces of plastic. Sometimes the beginning of this is just hacking something together enough to get a look at it. Alright, like so. Bolt head is inside this channel, so it can't really move. So you don't have to worry about getting a wrench in there. They're inside this kind of a groove here, which is machined or cast into the piece basically. So they move around. Which is handy because you can adjust them side to side if you need to. Off-road town lights. That's got 4 LEDs across and 3 down. They show it about 1 amp, a little over 1 amp per light. All 4 of these on a 10 amp fuse, and we're covered. From where the bolt is back, it's too deep, so I can't use this regular piece of angle bracket. I'll set the grill up and then just kind of get a feel for where things sit. The doodad. Okay, I can at least get one of them on there, so that's a starting point. As far as taking the grill off, there's only one bolt here, which is this one. So you got an alignment pin on each corner of the center part, and that gets you in the right position. So I am way too high, and I want it to come out. Again, so I'm going to come down 2 inches. Alright. This looks pretty straight though, so I think that's a good starting point. Look at that. Okay, I'm about where I want to be. And I got to watch out for the curve of the truck. Alright, painter's tape is really handy for this kind of thing. If you happen to be working on a blue car, go buy green tape and you're fine again. Alright, and you step back and you observe your handiwork. Clears the bracket, clears the latch. Okay, I come forward 1.5 inches. So this is going to be mounted this way. I'm going to mark my center point. This is the piece that mounts to the truck. This is going to be the standoff. So I'm going to tack them. Oh, idiot. Let's turn the gas on. That's going to punish me. Okay, just good enough to hold it in place. It would sit like this. The second piece that I welded on was this piece, the middle piece. That's my standoff to give me some vertical or forward spacing. You can see the light is forward of the back over here. And now I'm clamping this piece in place to figure out my spacing such that I have enough room to carefully get my Allen wrench in there. I'm already thinking about a brace that I'm going to add, so watch for that. I'm going to set myself up so that this top plate is even with the mark. Basically, I'm just doing a confidence check right now to make sure I didn't really booger something up. Centered in the grill. Here's my marks. Yeah, we're good. We've now replaced this piece with that piece. Amazingly, it actually bolted right on. It's always happy. Alright, yes, I do have a set of magnets. Or magnetic clamps, or whatever you want to call them. So, So now if we just slide the magnets down. I'll be honest and say I've been a little bit disappointed with the magnets so far. That kind of frees up a hand so I can at least see if I'm where I want to be. So what I need to be able to do is mark it and then take it apart and then grind it. Okay, you're missing all the fun, sorry. Man, it's a lot of trouble for 4 little lights. Let's see if it fits. Okay, quickly putting these back together. It's almost 4 o'clock, sun is getting low. Good practice. Oh wow. I like it. Depending on the camera angle, they're pretty damn centered. Alright, that's about as good as I could hope for there. Take it apart one more time. Finish my welds. Start looking at my wiring situation. I spent a few minutes this morning grinding and slightly cleaning up the welds on the bracket. The rest should go pretty easy, hopefully. I can't imagine anybody's going to go through the trouble to do this, but I really couldn't recommend it right now. One here, one down in here, that's why you got to take the light off. And then one here for this piece. Holds it in, but that goes into this piece. And this was the one for the cross piece. There's this one for the oil cooler. And these two ran from the inside out because they put nutserts in this piece. And then we're going to be doing here, there, and one down. You can just see it there. Now, what's the thing that's going to jam me up next? Make sure it doesn't whack me in the head. Hey, look at that. There's enough room to go side by side. So that's the piece. Aluminum. Everything on here is metric. I believe this truck actually was made in Canada. It's okay, I'm from Canada, so I speak metric. Since these are pre-drilled, I know this will fit, and that's what's going to keep me in line. So we'll get them in first. Get ourselves some holes through here. It'll drill through here. I am wearing my safety glasses. This one's aluminum, so that'll go easy. Try to get it pretty straight. Good. And we're through. Alright, basically I'm going to have to extend all the wires and then I'll cut them to length. So, that's annoying, but part of life, I suppose. I don't need very big wire. I got 14 gauge I'm going to use to extend them with. I'm going to sit like this. The wire comes behind them. I'm going to pick a spot, cut them off the same, solder them together, and then have a short lead come from that to the screw terminal so I get left and right. Okay, we're getting ready to put it on the truck now. Anybody remember which one went where? Again, like I said before, it would make a lot of sense. Let's get this thing on the outside. Yeah. There we go. Is that where it belongs? These ones were the boogers. I'm going to do them first just to get them started. Alright, we're going to cut the camera on this to cut down on editing and profanities. In the middle of this, now it just got interesting. Let's see how much wind I actually get out of this, but I just had this major dust cloud come through. So now Alright, the good news is the lights work. Did a fairly decent job tidying everything up, zip ties and looms and whatnot. I'm not using the relay, which I wanted to use to slave these to the high beam switch. I'm going to leave the grill off until after dark and take them out for a quick spin. And yeah, I think it's definitely time to upgrade those headlights. At least they work. I haven't screwed anything else up. Switch box put back on. And the loom I had wasn't big enough, so I just taped it. It's good enough. Comes down underneath, kind of a gaggle down here. This one, the only red wire that's hooked up is one for the driving lights. The black wire is ground just to make the backlighting for the switch work. The number 2 switch is going to be the wire that goes to the back. It's already 3 o'clock. I did not beat sundown. It is just dead quiet right now. It's awesome. And once again, those hills over there are showing off. I want to compare those new lights to the normal backup lights. Oh good, I got a backup light that doesn't work. Yeah, I was going to put LEDs in there anyway, so... Those things are pretty pathetic, really. Oh yeah, those are nice. Okay, at least they work now. When I turn the key on, I should get illumination off of these. There we go. Now, this is... Oh, we're going to do the back first. So we'll turn on backup light. That light works. That's a decent amount of light. I think that'll be okay for playing with the gate. Not too bad. Plus it'll be nice when I'm backing into here, I'll be able to see a little bit. Front lights. Whoa. These probably look better on the camera than they do in real life. But, okay, now that I can see off, it's definitely whiter. Okay, high beam. Okay, low beam. Yeah, you don't even see that. High beam. Low beam. High beam. Yeah. This mood is relatively flat and straight, so low beams with the driving lights on. I'm trying to get a feel for if there's a hot spot where I could focus them, but I think they're a little bit too wide for focusing. That's the difference, I think. Let's aim at the bus once. Okay, that's about straight on the bus. Okay, that's low beam, high beams, low beams. Some of the lights going high. I mean, I can see the top of the bus, but I also have a lot of light down low on the ground, so I think I'm probably pretty close. I think I'll just leave them the way they are.